Where is your title challenge now? Oh, I'm so happy that City dropped points. Oh, you never know in the Premier League. You never know. Thank God we've knocked Arsenal fans down a few pegs. You were never going to challenge. You've had a good start. So what? Never going to challenge. City and Liverpool are just light years clear of you. Never going to challenge. Thank God we've knocked you down, like I say. And we did it. Okay, you did dominate possession, but you only had 2 shots on target. No, 3 shots on target in the entire game. We scored 3 goals, bro. We got as many goals as what you had shots on target. Pathetic, boys. Unlucky, lads. Yeah? Pathetic, aren't you? Yeah, okay, right. Enough of the Arsenal diss. But honestly, yeah, United, it was a counter-attacking performance like we've seen in recent weeks. But yeah, we got the job done and fantastic performances. I am going to do my player ratings. But yeah, let's go through the stats. We only had 39% ball possession in that entire match. Like, again, like I say, counter-attacking style got us the W. Which, okay, that's completely fine. 10 goal attempts to Arsenal 16. So they had a lot of goal attempts, but they only had 3 on target. And we had 6 on target. Anthony getting the goal as well. Oh my God, it's the dream debut for him. And what I love to see. Talk about winning the hearts of the fans early on. Pointing to the badge, kissing the badge. You love to see it on your first game. You get a debut goal and you do that. Scenes you love to see. Arsenal, 78 dangerous attacks to our 32. I mean, Arsenal played well. They dominated possession. They didn't create a massive amount with that possession, but they did dominate the game as such. I felt like United, I didn't feel like when we went 1-0 up and when it went back to 1-0, there was a spell there, but there was a spell there until it went 2-1 where I was like, we are right under the cosh. And then against the run of play, we got the goal, 2-1, and then after that, I was sound. I didn't feel like we were going to concede again. But that goal was really important. Yeah, and there were some big performances, huge performances, but that second goal was so important. I think it killed their confidence a bit. But how open were they on the counter? And that's Arteta you got to look at. And United could have scored more. They could have easily scored more when Ramsdale just gifted the ball to, was it to Bruno or to Fred? Like, we could have easily scored that. United, this could have been a 4-1, a 5-1 game. It's not like we were dominated and we've come away with a 3-1 victory and we were very, very lucky to get that. Not at all. We could have scored more. It's not the way that we want to see United play. It's not like the United of old dominating games, but it was a counter-attacking performance and we got the job done. And we were relatively clinical as well. 10 goal attempts, 6 on target, 3 goals. Clinical. They've had 16 goal attempts, 3 shots on target, just 1 goal. So yeah, scenes you love to see. We're going to get into the player ratings now. The defensive line wasn't as good as what it has been in recent weeks. Like there was a few mistakes made by the defensive line that didn't lead to goals. De Gea will start us off with the player ratings. He made a few good saves, didn't he? Made a few very, very good saves. That Martinelli header was very good. He couldn't have done anything for the goal. So I'm going to give David a 7 out of 10. Do your player ratings as we go along as well. Left back Malacia had an okay game. I don't think Saka rolled him, didn't he? At one point, he gave him the eyes, looked like he was gonna pass it backwards, and then he did a spin and it was in, and then the shot went across the face of goal and out for a goal kick. But like there was a few mistakes in there. It's still a decent performance, and I'd rather see him next week in there over Shaw, 100%. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10, which is bang average. Martinez again. Martinez had his worst game for me that I've seen him in a United. Well, not that I've seen him in a United shirt. He played the opening 2 games, didn't he? He didn't have as good game as what he has in recent weeks. He committed some silly fouls. He had a few silly mistakes. There was one where Gabriel Jesus was really troubling the back line today. Really troubling, really stretching them, really causing them problems. There was a time where Gabriel Jesus shoved Martinez and he went for the header and he just went underneath it. And that was a very good chance for Arsenal. And Odegaard, the ball was pulled back to him and he just completely fluffed it. So, I mean, Martinez wasn't great as well. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Can't give him any more. And Varane, for the goal, you can't lose the ball there, man. He got man of the match last week. Varane, the goal that Arsenal scored, if you are going to bring the ball out of defence like that, like you did, you can't lose it there. Big hole in the defence. You know, if Casemiro's on the pitch, he probably fills in that gap and that goal doesn't get scored. However, he wasn't on the pitch. Varane, in our defensive third, he loses the ball in a dangerous place, having brung it out the back. So you can't lose it there. I'm going to give him knock him down to a 5 below average for that. Because other than that, I thought he was very good. I thought he was better than Martinez defensively today. So other than that one mistake, but that one mistake cost us a goal. It was the only goal that we conceded. So he has to get knocked down to a 5. Delo was our best defender by far today. My guy's been taking lessons off Wan-Bissaka for his slide tackles. Honestly, when nobody can get round the outside of him. There was times my guy, somebody would try to get round the outside of him. He would do like a last-ditch slide-in block. And it was just worked every time. He was the best defensively today. Really good going. Really good in defence. Solid. He's going to get an 8 out of 10. He was the best by far in the defensive line. So moving up, Scott McTominay, man. Oh, I tell you what, the most frustrating thing about this is when we're 3-1 up, McTominay's had a bloody class game and everyone's saying, I can't believe Casemiro didn't start. Mate, I understand. He is one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. Some people would put him as the best defensive midfielder in the world. But McTominay has been class for 4, including this one, for 4 games straight now. Class. I can understand why he hasn't been got into the team yet, Casemiro. Because he will. It's just a case of when. Just integrating him in slowly, right, is completely fine. Especially when McTominay's playing as well as what he is. What McTominay offers is, aerially, he's been fantastic. Against Southampton, I gave him man of the match because Southampton's entire game plan was to get into wide areas and lump balls into the box. And McTominay is a reason why we look so defensively strong from that and got a clean sheet. He was getting his head on absolutely everything. Against Leicester, they had a lot of set pieces, much the same. McTominay today, a different style. There wasn't constant set pieces lumped into the box, but he was so good in midfield. And he was good with the ball as well today. He didn't shy away from getting the ball. He made forward passes. And he was just a defensive unit. He was so defensively strong. So McTominay, for me, he gets an 8. He gets an 8 like Delo. And there'll be loads of people that bloody cry about that just because they're desperate for Casemiro to start. And they see McTominay's name on the team sheet, and no matter if he has a great performance, no matter if he has a bad performance, doesn't matter. They can't get in McTominay, just because of who he is, he can't get any higher than like a 5 for them. Because they can't watch a game and just evaluate a player based on their performance in the game and use their eyes. They make their judgments before a ball's even kicked, and that's it. It's the same as I've got people, oh, why didn't Ronaldo start? Oh my God, we're 3-1 up against Arsenal, and then getting people come into the chat and say, why isn't Casemiro started? Oh, I can't believe Rashford hasn't started. What's Ten Hag doing? What? Are you mental, man? We've won 3-1 against Arsenal. Why are you bringing that negativity behind it? It's mad. So Christian Eriksen now. Christian Eriksen, I think he was all right. I don't think he was fantastic today. He keeps the ball. He keeps the ball well, doesn't he? But I mean, he didn't make that many like incisive passes. I'm trying to think. Did he? He got. Yeah, he did get an assist for the Rashford goal to make it 3-1, didn't he? And what a ball that was. So he gets bumped up for that. I'll give Eriksen a 7 out of 10. I give Eriksen a 7 out of 10, I reckon. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes was better today. He did less Hollywood balls. You know, normally when Bruno Fernandes has been on the ball, he's as soon as he receives it, he looks for that Rashford pass, and it doesn't matter if he's in his own if he's in his own defensive third near the corner flag, he'll try and make that ball over the top to Rashford. It doesn't matter if he's standing next to De Gea, he'll try and make it. Yeah? But this time, he seemed to have reined that in a bit and start to make the passes, for example, for that second goal. Perfect ball to Rashford running through. He started to make the right passes at the right time, and it was less Hollywood Bruno. And therefore, you know, he's got to get bumped up. He got an assist as well. Do we give him a 7 or an 8? He was better today, Bruno. Well, I'm and ahhing between a 7 and an 8. I'll go 7. I think McTominay was, yeah. I'll go 7 because I don't think he was good as Delo, and I don't think he was good as McTominay. Anthony. We'll go Sancho first. Sancho was good. He had some good. It was good interchange of passes, wasn't it? With which goal was it? Which goal was it? Was it the first goal that Sancho was heavily involved in? But yeah, Sancho was good. He's got such good feet. He wasn't as effective as what I would hope. In fact, the front three, they were playing off moments, weren't they? I mean, like I said, we had 40% possession. Well, 39%, less than 40% possession. So we were playing off moments. We played a counter-attacking style of play. Sancho was good. I think I'm going to give him an average 6, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to give him an average 6. Anthony, again, he didn't look fantastic. He got subbed off relatively early. What was it, 58 minutes for Ronaldo? But obviously getting the goal, and what a way he celebrated as well, kissing the badge. He loves that he's here, kissing the badge, pounding his chest. Oh, what a debut! What a debut for the boy. And what a finish it was. The composure just to guide it in the corner. You could tell. I don't care he's from the bloody Eredivisie. You could tell he'd been in that situation before, and he'd slotted that in time and time again. He was so composed with that finish. And again, it was great work from Rashford. And he didn't do a lot, really, other than that. I think he did that little bit of skill where, in the first half as well, did that little bit of skill where he passed it to Delo. Delo put it back stick to Eriksen, and Eriksen had the volley that you know, was a chance. Didn't go that close, but it was a chance. I've got to give him I'm not going to give him an 8 because it's a difficult one, because I feel like he needs to get more than Eriksen and Bruno, but I don't think he can get as much as Delo and McTominay. I'm going to give him a 7, but to be honest, it should be a 7.5 for me. Oops. It should be a 7.5. Because other than the goal, which was fantastically taken, he didn't do a massive amount. Why is that not working? Right, so that is a 7. Let's see if I don't know why. So Anthony's got a 7. I don't know why it's not working. So striker now, Marcus Rashford, man of the match. For me, 9 out of 10. Unbelievable. Leading the line. And not only with his runs in behind, which were lethal and unreal on the counter-attack, literally running off the shoulder of the last defender. 2 perfectly timed runs. Two great goals. He also ran his socks off chasing down, pressing players. So, yeah, 100% he gets a 9 and he gets man of the match as well. I mean, it can't go to anyone else, can it? Unbelievable today. And it's interesting because I wouldn't have started him today. I would have started Ronaldo, because I think Rashford's been a little bit off against Leicester. He didn't play great, and against Southampton he didn't play great. Obviously, he played unreal against Liverpool, but he'd been off since then. But maybe Rashford's a big game player. These big games like Arsenal, like Liverpool, he can proper get up for it and like literally give it his all. And it's where he struggles is against the smaller teams. Maybe that's going to be the case. Hopefully not. Hopefully he can be consistent. But again, every time Rashford has a good game, we say, hopefully this gives him the confidence to go on now. Like every single time. And then he'll follow it up with like a poor performance. So hopefully he can, I'll say it again, hopefully he can kick on now and have a great season. I mean, 2 goals and assists today. It can't be any more. I was close to giving him 10. But he gets a 9. Right, on to the subs. Let me just put Anthony's 7. Oh, I know why Anthony's not showing, because he's in front of the... Yeah. Right, okay, let's go on to the subs now. Casemiro. Oh, it's an 8. Should be a 7 there for Anthony. I think I said 7, or did I say 8? I can't even remember. But anyway, on to Casemiro. I think he was all right when he came on. He got caught out in possession once, didn't he? I think I'm just going to give him an average 6. What time did he come on? Relatively late, 80 minutes. He only had 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna give him an average 6. Frege was he had that final pass, didn't he? That he just didn't quite make. That final pass to Ronaldo, which that could have been Ronaldo's first goal. I mean, like I say, it could have been 4, could have been 5. Honestly, could have been 4, could have been 5. With how many chances that we had on the counter attack, especially when we went. Well, 3-1, we could have scored a couple more. So yeah, I'll give Fred a 6. I mean, it was again. He had a little bit more. I think he came on the 67th minute, but I'm just going to give him an average 6. And to be honest, I'm just going to give all of the. What was funny was Maguire came on and his first contribution to the match was chopping down. He got a yellow card literally the first moment of the match. Delo was amazing. But my man of the match goes to, and that should be an Anthony 7. Man of the match is definitely to Marcus Rashford, 100%. 100%. And Eric Ten Hag, that leaves just one more rating to go. Eric Ten Hag, a lot of people calling for Casemiro to start. Well, McTominay got an 8 out of 10, so... That's ultimately the right decision from Ten Hag to start McTominay. A lot of people wanted Ronaldo to start. Marcus Rashford got a 9 out of 10 man of the match. Ultimately, that was the right decision. And therefore, going against the grain and getting it right, Eric Ten Hag gets an 8 out of 10 as well. So yeah, that is it. That is now 4 wins on the bounce for Manchester United. We've gone. We are up. We're up to second. No, that's on form. Bloody hell, I'm gonna say. We are up to 5th with 12 points from 6 matches. Obviously, those 2 losses at the start. It's a shame. it is a shame that it took a while to get us going. We're only on a net 0 goal difference, so we've only got, for how poor we were against Brentford, we've got a net 0 goal difference with 2 clean sheets. Arsenal incur their first loss there. There was people out there that were going, I see shades of the Invincibles team in this Arsenal squad. Like, hinting that they'll go invincible. Behave yourself, my guys. That lasted 6 games into the season. So Arsenal have now got Everton up next, which, you'd think they'll get at home. And Manchester United got Crystal Palace away, which is a difficult game in the Premier League. We've obviously got Real Sociedad on Thursday, which I am going to be live for, and I'll do the player ratings as per usual. But yeah, other than that, boys, I appreciate you for watching. Again, I'm new to YouTube. I'm starting it up. So if you boys could hit me with that subscribe if you are watching right now, you will be an OG. You will be in the first 1,000 subscribers if you do hit that subscribe button. So you will be an OG of the channel. But yeah, I massively... I rank VAR 10 out of 10 for United. Well, by the way, a quick note on that VAR decision. Of course it was a foul. It goes through the back of him. He doesn't get anywhere near the ball. It's 100%. And the irony is, the last game that United faced against Arsenal, there was a ridiculous VAR in Arsenal's favour where it was a handball where my guy was crawling on the floor like this, scooped the ball with his hand, and it wasn't given with VAR. And yet, I'm sure there'll be Arsenal fans on social media, haven't seen it yet, that are saying the VAR decision was ridiculous. I even seen that Lokonga had an awful challenge on Bruno with really high studs that nobody's going to talk about either. So yeah, absolute jokers, Arsenal fans. I'm sure they're going to be on social media. But we will see. Thank you, boys, for watching. Again, please give me a like and a sub. I appreciate you. And we'll see you guys very, very soon. Thursday again.